So the previous video we have learned about that the process of respiration, it not necessarily needs to follow the pathway from glucose, or which will start with glucose and then finally the production of energy will take place, but rather from alternative sources like fatty acids and amino acids, means protein. All these sources also are like the sources from which we are going to get via different kind of metabolic processes, that it will generate the necessary molecules like acetyl CoA or maybe some other component of the citric acid cycle, which will ultimately lead to production of the energy from those food. Means all these different food groups are actually capable of production of ATP. So that is actually the like one part of the respiration, and that is true. Respiration actually has got a second part. The second part is where we will find multiple things are going to be produced from the process of respiration. Yes, it will be produced. Like here, here is actually a representation in which we are going to see that there are multiple sources, like multiple materials that are going to be formed from the process of respiration. Like you can see that the phosphoenol pyruvate molecule that is actually going to be formed here, it can lead to production of tryptophan, tyrosine and phenylalanine. These are three types of like amino acids. They are actually called the only like three aromatic type of amino acid which has aromatic ring in them. So this aromatic amino acid production is actually possible from the phosphoenol pyruvate. That is one of the like product of this, one is the mid product of the process of the glycolysis process. So that is actually being produced from there. Then we actually going to have production of cysteine, serine, glycine, another three amino acid from phosphoglycerate, which is the early mid product of the glycolytic pathway. Then if we go ahead, then from pyruvate directly alanine, another amino acid is actually going to be it is possible to form. Then alpha ketoglutarate, as if you remember, while speaking I did mention that alpha ketoglutarate has multiple uses in them. So alpha ketoglutarate has the property to produce proline, glutamate, glutamine, histidine and arginine, other three sets like five amino acids from this single molecule. So it is important. Then the oxaloacetic acid that is being formed as one of the product in the um, Krebs cycle process, then that is responsible for production of aspartic acid, which can convert into asparagine, or it may also form the lysine, threonine, methionine, isoleucine, valine and leucine. All these component, every single of this component, if also actually the leucine and valine, actually it comes from the pyruvate molecule, not this oxaloacetic acid, but it comes from pyruvic acid. Means pyruvic acid leads to formation of leucine, valine and alanine. So right there we can see that this all different types of like let us make a take a header count. Like it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20, means all 20 amino acid. It is possible to make all 20 amino acid from this single process of respiration. Single, this is because this is the entire process of respiration, isn't it? The glycolytic pathway, the entire glycolytic pathway, and followed by the Krebs cycle. This biosynthetic pathway, this all this biosynthetic pathway, from there we are actually finding this process of biosynthesis is actually taking place, where we are seeing that production of different amino acids are there. And when all these amino acids are going to be formed, then this amino acid will be utilized to make the body, like the own proteins of the body, isn't it? So it is a important type of step, we can say. Means respiration not only like is responsible for production of energy, but also can lead to production of different component that is required for the sustenance of the cell, isn't it? But it is not limited to production of amino acid. It is also the process where we are going to find that nucleotides, which are actually the component of DNA and RNA, um, uh, is actually we are going to obtain it from oxaloacetic acid and also the alpha glutaric acid. Okay, see, these two components are also capable of production of nucleotides, the component which is used to make DNA and RNA. And also the citrate that is there is responsible for production of fatty acids and sterols, different type of sterol groups in like animal body, though these sterols are responsible for production of different kind of hormones. So these sterol groups and the fatty acids are also like it is possible to make them from the citrate that is formed as the early like the first product of the Krebs cycle, first stable product. Not only that, the succinyl CoA molecule that is formed from the alpha ketogluteric acid is actually responsible for making the porphyrin groups, the heme groups, and chlorophyll in case of plants. So that means it is not limited. The process of respiration is not limited to production of proteins, but also it is a process from where we are going to get different kinds of production of means different production of fatty acids, um, then the nucleotides and other biomolecules, important biomolecules like the sterols, the porphyrins, the hemes, all these molecules, they can be formed from this single process. If we consider that now, then actually what we are seeing here is that the process of respiration, it has two phases. One is the catabolic phase, where it is breaking down every single substances, the normal process that we have run, it is breaking down every single substances and ultimately leads to production of ATP. As we have seen here, normally the process as it goes, energy production, where any of this material, the carbohydrate, the fatty acid or the amino acids, they are being produced like processed further, and then we are going to get ATP being released out of it. Or it can also lead to production of other substances, as like those materials only being utilized to make the acetyl CoA, then enter into the process, and then from there we are going to get that fatty acid, proteins, carbohydrates, and then other biomolecules, everything is being produced, isn't it? So if we consider that it means that it is showing both catabolic and anabolic type of phases, and thus respiration is known as an amphibolic pathway. Amphibolic is a term which represent that it has both catabolic and anabolic type of property.